Alright guys, we're here this week with Hungry Hungry Hippos post-apocalyptic version.
Alright.
The goal is to
Not
eat all
far
of the
from
gray
the,
cubes and
not
none
far
of the
from
green
the-
cubes.
Yeah, there you go. Alright, guys, we are playing Pandemic Legacy Season 2, and this is the epilogue, so there are no legacies or spoilers in this particular playthrough. But Christopher, you want to read our journal entry?
Do you don't want to meet the players first?
Oh, we can do that and then meet the players. Yeah, we can do that.
Alright. Okay, so we'll do the journal entry first?
Yeah, sure.
Journal entry. Priorities. We need to complete the following mandatory objective. Build 3 supply centers. We've barely got our heads around this mess, and yet we now find ourselves in charge. We're covering ourselves up and heading out on supply runs to see the front lines and gauge how bad things are. Things are going to get real very soon. The Hollow Men will tear down our supply centers almost as soon as we build them, but we've got to start restoring our presence on the mainland. Keep journal entries like this in the reserve in case you want to reference them in the future.
I made Danger S. Lee Close. He is from Greece 7, and he is 31 years old. He is a radio operator, and I realized my finger drew in the way.
Yep. Alright. Dangerously close. Danger S. Lee Close?
Yeah, Lee Close is a family name. It's hyphenated.
Lee Close. Oh, yeah.
Alright, if you can see that. This is Jason Mimosa from Atlantica. He is a hydroponic farmer. He is 79 years old. He remembers the time before the fall of man.
Oh, man.
And he's got a lot of hard opinions about the way things used to be. Kids today are always talking about the Hollow Men this, the Hollow Men that. Nobody respects their elders anymore.
Well, when I was your age, we had to deal with 7 types of Hollow Men. Alright, I am Mac Thunder, hailing from the good ship Lollipop. 30 years old, and I'm a laborer, which means I can build stuff a little bit easier than other people can build stuff.
And Irate Irene, who's 47 years young, hailing from Greece 7. She's an administrator on the 3rd level of the ship, who loves walks on the beach and not being infected with diseases.
Oh, nice. Alright. So we've all got our... we all start off on our home havens. So this is how it's going to look at first. And so I think setup's going to be a little bit different. Let me go through this. Handy dandy setup.
So is the
guide.
good ship Lollipop literally like an old battleship?
Yes,
That's just
that
floating in
is
the
the
ocean?
answer to that. Yes. Read the legacy deck, supply
And
the grid.
Greece
All right.
7 is what now? The 7th iteration of Greece.
Yeah, exactly.
I think they're all ships, is the idea.
Well, these are they're called havens. I guess they're kind of like oil derricks or floating havens in the middle of the ocean.
Greece 1 through 6 sank.
Yes.
Well, Greece 1
No, Greece 1 was the city.
sank. It
Oh,
sank
okay,
financially.
okay.
Sank financially.
2 through 6.
Okay, so the first thing we've got to do is supply the grid. So
Can we put all of them in Atlantica?
I would not do that. That
I'm
would.
not an Amazon distribution center.
I highly recommend that we put like 3 on each location, at least to begin with, because just like original Pandemic, we're gonna infect. We're gonna start an infection deck
I
too.
want to put it all on black.
All right. So
So we go until every single gray cube is used?
yes, we do.
Gotcha.
And I think we can even put them on the starting havens too, which is probably a good idea if we've got extras left over. Which we've got plenty of extras left over, yeah. All right.
And those 2 go on Washington.
Oh, I
Oh
see.
yeah, Washington's only got 1.
Washington.
All right, so that's that. So now we infect the grid. So just like Lagos,
Where's Lagos?
Istanbul,
Not Constantinople.
no, London again,
Man, fuck London.
Apparently.
Jacksonville,
Jackson Hole.
Cairo, Tripoli, New York,
New York.
and I think we just do one more, Lagos again. All right, so that's our starting situation right there.
Yeah, jumping in right
Did you
in the
play?
middle.
Did you play the original Pandemic at all?
Who killed, who? I know Negan killed somebody, right?
Yep.
Yes, that's what happened.
So the
Okay.
answer to that is a resounding no.
Yeah. Oh man. All right.
I did not. Okay. This is.
All right. So.
It's all on you.
All right. So remember, free actions are to pick up supplies or transfer supplies from one player to another.
I just want a jump cut there where it's after I've announced that I've never played Pandemic, and then there's a jump cut and it's just Sean sitting here. Never answered.
All right. So I took the supplies as a free action from the Haven. London has one. Lagos has one also. Everyone else is pretty much safe. So I'll go to London as my first action.
How many cards do you need to build a supply depot? Is it 5 like in the original? Like 5 to build a.
That
It
is.
says
To
discard
cure-
5 cards matching your city's color. to
You know,
build a
you think
supply
you're better
center
than me
there.
because you're reading the instructions.
Because I don't know how to play this game.
Right.
So
Okay.
yes,
So
I
here's
read
your
things.
cards right here. These are your starting cards.
Oh shoot! I was supposed to flip those over.
Yeah. Anybody can see them because we're all working together.
I got
Gotcha.
Tripoli.
I got New York twice. It's New York.
New York. All right.
New York.
When you get new cards.
So you can
Every
put any
turn.
number of cubes
At the end of your turn.
from your character
You
card
got it.
into your location. So I'm
I
gonna
don't.
put
I don't actually know. I think it's just like the other ones.
I'm gonna put 2 cubes on London.
Why? That place is.
Shit.
And,
I don't know. It's been 70 years. Maybe it's gotten better.
All right. So that was 2.
Isn't your character from London?
I'll go
No,
to
she's
3.
from Greece 7. It changed. She can't be from London.
Okay. So for an action, I'm going to play something that's new in Pandemic Legacy Season 2. It's a produce card. So I'm going to
where you-
do a local production at a haven or supply center. Fill your current location to its population with supplies. So I'll add 3 more supply cubes to Lollipop.
See, I'm gonna build a production center too, but I'm gonna require young starlets to take their clothes off and give me blowjobs. It'll be a hard
Jocks.
blowjobs. It'll be a
No,
Harvey
that's
Weinstein
what they call it in
production.
the apocalypse.
It'll be a
Oh my
Harvey
God.
Weinstein production center.
Okay.
Just imagine him standing in front of a treadmill.
Oh my god.
Just like in the
Nothing
original,
salvageable.
I'm going to draw 2 cards. Our hand limit is 7. So if we get more than 7, we have to
And
discard.
we have to be in the same place as these cards to exchange the cards.
Yeah, you have to be in the same city unless your ability says otherwise.
Right.
And then infect more cities. So New York loses a supply. So New York's down to 1. And London loses another supply.
And when they run out of supplies, they get virus cards.
Yeah, so they'll get a plague cube,
Plague cube.
which is
Bad.
Okay, well, I'm going to keep them there. Like, why wouldn't I just go to New York and then
Make supplies.
make supplies to put them there?
because you're wasting your turns. There's free supplies right here. The havens are never going to get infected.
Oh,
The
the havens
havens-
can't be infected.
Yeah, the havens cannot be
Did
infected.
not realize that. All right, so I pick up supplies?
Yeah, it's
Take
a
any-
free action. Pick them all up.
Pick them all up.
Yep.
And then I also make supplies?
You can if you want
can.
to.
As part of my farmer thing? That's what
Oh,
I'm
wait.
saying. That's what I was trying to say. Because
For-
once on your
when
turn,
he makes
do we-
supplies, he can just
when
put
I-
it on that.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well,
So-
yeah. Then I would go to the city that you want to.
So is that 3
Oh.
actions? 1, 2, 3.
No, that's
pick up
free.
supplies. What? That's free. One.
That's a free action.
That's a free. I have no. Okay. 1, 2, right?
Yes.
Moved, and I have what? 4 turns.
Yeah, you do. You have 4 actions, so
1,
you
2.
just use 2.
So it'll make supplies.
And then, as his farmer ability, he
He puts it on.
He puts
to
it
New
immediately
York.
on.
We
New York.
immediately do the deliver action for free. Any number of supply cubes.
Oh. Yeah, that's
holy crap, New York is totally supplied.
that wording is pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. So I still have 1 action left. Well, if the havens don't get infected, then I'll just go to the GS lollipop for the next turn.
Oh,
Alright.
gotcha. Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Plan ahead.
Your turn, Josh. Do you have an idea now? what it is you're supposed to do?
Yeah.
Fuck, what your guy do? Whenever you do the transfer supplies,
I can.
give supply cubes to another player in your location
Yeah.
with their permission. You have to ask for consent.
God damn it.
Every 10 minutes, you have to ask for consent to give them your cubes.
Gotcha.
Oh, gosh. In any location, right? You can give it to anybody in any
Yes.
location. All right, Josh.
Yeah, so Ian, I'm sorry, but I'm taking these. I'm leaving you with nothing.
My supply.
Well, Lord.
Whoa, holy crap.
Yeah,
Don't lose
okay.
those. It makes the game harder.
Yeah. No kidding. Alright, so free action, I transfer supplies, and I'm going to move 1, 2.
It's a good option. Good option.
I don't really have anyone else to give supplies to, so I wanted to dump all 3 of these as my third action.
Okay.
I'm
We're in the
going
prologue?
to...
We're in
Yeah,
the prologue.
sorry.
Okay, so we can't recon. Gotcha.
Sorry, before I dump all 3 of these,
All right,
I'm
right.
going to make another one as a third action,
Okay.
and then dump all 4 of these as my fourth action. Sorry, ordering is important.
There you go.
There's a lesson there.
Oh, wait, Christopher, we didn't do...
I never got my cards.
Oh, yeah,
okay,
that's
we got to
We didn't
infect stuff.
inspect.
Yeah, so we'll just leave your cards right where they are.
Oh, is this a thing that I'm supposed to...
That's something you can use on your next turn.
Okay, for
Yeah.
some reason, I thought it was like a rules card or something.
I keep
Produce supplies. For an action, do one of the following. Local production. At a haven or supply center, fill your current location to its population with supply cubes. Or system-wide production. At a haven or supply center, fill all havens and supply centers to their population with supply cubes. Then check a box below. Oh, when all boxes are checked, destroy this card.
Yep. But if you look up here, the longer into the game we get, the less supplies we get. Until December, we have 0 supplies. Now we have to infect for Topher,
That's my name.
which is Sao Paulo.
Didn't we infect for Topher already?
No.
No. And Tripoli.
So we get in trouble.
Okay, so you did your 4 actions, right?
Yes.
Okay, so
No, I
you
get
get
cards.
2 cards.
Okay.
Is that 2? Yeah, it's 2.
Yeah.
And then we have to infect for Jesh. Tripoli again.
Oh, it's gone.
Tripoli has no supplies
No,
left.
it's not gone unless
Tripoli?
you get
Okay, good.
And Jacksonville.
Once on your turn as an action, you can move a pawn to any other pawn. So as my 3 first actions, I want to bring you guys all to me so that we can have a party in Greece 7 with no supplies.
No, you do not have my permission to do that.
Are you kidding? You're missing out on the party. Let's do this.
Okay, actually my first action is to go to Tripoli, where we can all get infected, then to pull you guys to me.
So that uses all 4 of your actions.
Exactly.
No, once again, you do not have my permission to do that.
It doesn't say I need your permission.
Anytime you move someone else's pawn, you have to ask permission.
Where does it say that in the rule?
It does say that.
Sure. So
We need to teach
yeah.
survivors to ask for permission.
Oh,
See,
man.
this is a post-apocalyptic world, not a unraveled society here.
Don't ask their permission.
We are
Season 1,
monsters.
ask permission. Season 2, no
Right.
one needs permission.
Right.
So
Permission was a thing of the past.
I'm gonna.
Or as an action, you can use this ability, move yourself here, which is the exact same thing as just walking or
Yeah,
sailing.
exactly. So that's what I'm like.
Yeah.
Not putting that. So
Here, you take them all from Lagos.
take me to the good ship lollipop.
No, you have to use your action
Take
because
all
it's your specialty.
3 of those, and then I go 2, 3, and then as my 4th action, drop them all there.
All right, yeah, that works.
And that's my turn.
All right, here are your cards.
San Paulo and a produce supplies.
All right,
Produce.
Washington loses a cube, and Lagos. Lagos is partying hard.
Yeah, right.
You got 2 Sao Paulos and a Jacksonville. You've got a Jacksonville. I've got a Jacksonville.
Yeah, we've got. Oh, actually, he's got a whole bunch of yellows. So the thing about this one is, in order to build one of these structures, you don't have to have the same city. You just have the same color
Oh.
of the city that you're in. So he's close to getting.
So if he goes to Jacksonville, if I end up my turn in Jacksonville and Ian comes to me, he can take this from me.
Yeah.
Okay, whose turn?
It is my turn. So I do want to at least go to one of these places and be able to give a card of some color to one of you guys.
Right.
So why don't I go to I've got 1 supply cube. If I go
If you go to Lagos, you can give me Lagos
1,
right now.
2, if I go to Lagos, oh yeah, I could do that.
And then on my turn, I'd probably go to Jacksonville. But then again, it might be too late by then.
Wait, hold on. 1, 2, trade supply or trade cards.
That might not be the best anyway
3,
because
4. I would end up here. But it's not a big deal. I mean, I think Jacksonville is still safe.
if anything,
Well,
I'd
Jacksonville's
be
lost 2 cubes,
Yeah.
yeah.
so it could lose 1 more.
If anything,
Yeah.
I'd want to give my yellow to Ian since he has the.
The only
most
thing, the only
yellows.
panic that'll happen is if we draw an epidemic card, which is getting close.
Right.
So
What
Do
I,
you, homie?
what I can do is if Topher goes to Jacksonville, don't worry, do your turn, whatever you're gonna do. And what I'll do is, as my action, I'll just go to Jacksonville. And as my second action, I'll just bring you to Jacksonville.
That works.
And then take your Jackson.
Well, I was going to go to Jacksonville anyway, so that.
well, I tell you
Well,
what.
what I'm saying is you can do your turn as you would without going to Jacksonville.
I'm
yeah, that's
actually.
what I mean.
This is what I'll do. I'll go
I'm just saying you're aiding my plans.
1, 2 to Jacksonville, drop off my remaining cube,
Okay.
and then go to Washington because I've got a Washington card. So
Okay.
yeah, so that's at least someplace I'll be close to. So I'll draw
Sao Paulo.
Sao Paulo, Infection, Cairo,
Right.
Ew.
and Washington.
Oh, go figure.
Yeah.
Okay. Add a haven or supply center. Fill your current location to its population with supply cubes. Oh, okay. So you're saying I play this?
Yeah, you play that,
And there's 3 there.
and there's 3. You can pick them up for free.
So that was 1. And now I can go to Cairo.
You do want to end up in those areas because you've got more black cards than anyone else.
Well, I'm gonna end up in Jacksonville anyway.
Oh, it's because you got to get Jacksonville
Yeah,
too.
so that was 1. I'm not gonna make it to Cairo. Because it's 2, 3, 4, then I'm just stuck there.
Hold on a second.
Ah!
You can sail to
2.
Tripoli. Yeah. And then move to Cairo.
3. And then I will produce.
Okay.
There we go.
Nice.
Sailing! London. Rationed event. Move any 1 pawn to any location. Get permission before moving another player's pawn.
Now nobody needs to go to Jacksonville. I'll just pull you guys there.
Jacksonville
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
and Cairo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll use one of my many New York
Okay.
locations. I will grab 2 from New York as a free action, I believe.
Yeah, grab 2.
That's my second action. My third action, I want to make a supply.
Wait a second. If you use an action, I can give you
Oh, that's right.
another blue card
That's right. I want to share knowledge.
so that you can start collecting blue cards.
Sure, I will share knowledge.
Yeah. And then as your last action, you can place them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Boop. Those are on that
Gets crowded in America.
one.
All right, so now there's your 2 cards.
Thank you. Ooh, epidemic.
What did you do?
I ruined it all, guys.
Oh man.
Epidemic.
Epidemic. Okay, so
Move the infection rate marker forward 1 space.
Bum,
boom.
Draw the bottom card from the infection deck and remove all the supply cubes from that city.
Ooh.
It is
Washington.
Sao Paulo loses all of its supplies.
No, that's only 2.
Shuffle the cards in the infection discard pile. Put them on top of the infection deck.
And then we still have to do the infect cities.
Bum.
Which is still 2.
Yeah. Still 2, but
Well, rip Sao Paulo.
Lagos.
And
Dun, dun.
And it's yellow and it's Jacksonville.
That's the sound of Jacksonville.
after a plague cube is placed, is there a way to remove them?
I don't think
Not the
so.
epilogue, I'm sure.
I think once a plague cube is placed, you can still put supplies on there. It's just
okay.
it stays there. And not in the epilogue, but in the legacy version, if you start off in a city with a supply, you get exposed and you have to scratch one of these things off.
You know, the
Gotcha.
virus.
Alright. So it is my turn. So I'm going to, as my first action, pull Josh over to me. And as my second action, I'm going to say, give me your Jacksonville card.
Take it.
Yeah.
Take it.
And
Didn't ask for
then
permission.
as my
Yes.
third action, I'm going to say, Topher, come to Jacksonville.
I consent.
It's like, oh my god, how did I get here?
And then for my fourth and final action, I'm going to say, give me your Jacksonville.
I don't consent.
Alright. And that's
So-
my turn.
And then
Your
next
next
turn, you'll
turn.
be able to make a supply drop at.
Yep.
Uh,
So that is my turn.
How many cards do you have now?
I have
6.
6.
So the crappy thing is you're going to have to discard one.
So get 2.
Hey, look at that.
Oh,
you don't have to
should
discard one.
Discard that epidemic card.
No.
Discard the evidence. No, it still happens. Alright, so move the infection up 1.
Oh my god.
And then draw the bottom card from the infection deck and remove all the supply cubes.
All those cities are about to get drawn again.
Boop. Istanbul. Loses
I already
all
made
that
the
stuff.
joke.
And then
I already made the joke.
shuffle
So
the
did they
cards
might be
in
giants.
the infection discard
They did,
pile
didn't they?
and put them on top of the infection deck.
Holy
So
crap. There are...
we're gonna lose one.
Istanbul could possibly get more.
We're-
No, Sao
no,
Paulo
so-
definitely.
We're gonna
No,
lose.
because... No,
These
this
go on
one...
the top.
These go on the top. So
So-
Sao Paulo hasn't been drawn again.
Oh, it hasn't been drawn yet. Okay.
But
We'll just go. Just-
we still only draw 2. So there's a possibility that Istanbul doesn't get
Jacksonville
Okay.
and
Lagos. Hey, look at that.
My lord.
Holy crap. Oh, man.
So
Okay.
Lagos
if
was-
Jacksonville had gotten pulled a second time, then all
Yes.
3 of us would have gotten scars.
He couldn't have though, because we only
No,
pulled
hold on.
Jacksonville once in the
In the legacy, I mean, in the
Did you take
prologue,
one from Lagos?
Yes.
Yeah.
nobody gets scars.
Yeah, I got you, but if it
Let me
was.
make. I discard the Cairo card. I can go to Cairo. I can only build 1 supply on Istanbul.
Well, if your alternative is none,
Yeah, Cairo's gonna get a plague cube if we don't do that. So
you mean Istanbul is going to get a plague cube.
Istanbul, yeah, that's what I mean.
What about Sao Paulo?
Sao Paulo hadn't been drawn yet.
Oh, alright. Well, then do it.
Okay, so I'll sail to Cairo. That was 1.
Uh-huh.
2. Build a supply and place it. That's all I can do.
Okay.
And we still have. Alright. Oh, yeah. Hey, rationed event. Alright. I can skip the next infect city step.
Yes, yes. Sao Paulo, yes. Jacksonville, too, huh?
Yeah, Jacksonville's at risk. Sao Paulo's at risk.
I guess I could make 1 and drop 1. So that's 1 action.
But wait, for you're the farmer, right?
Yeah,
So
once
you
I
could
determine I'm
produce-
doing the make supplies action, I may immediately do the deliver action for free.
Yeah, so that's just one action.
This doesn't count. I don't have a produce thing. That's 1 action for me.
Right, but I was gonna say if you did it twice and used your second one as your farmer ability, then you could drop 2 there. But that's up to you, where depending on where you want to go next.
Well, I was going to try and go to Sao Paulo.
Oh, okay, okay.
That's 1, 2, 3.
You wouldn't be able to.
Make supplies. I can't! Oh no!
Yeah.
So what's more important, Sao Paulo or Jacksonville?
Don't worry
Um,
about Jacksonville.
What's that?
Don't worry about Jacksonville. I want to make it into a supply center and I've got to produce supplies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go.
But
I mean, that's
Blackjack.
provided that we don't get. There are 4 more cards that are going to get pulled.
That's what I was
Between-
saying.
yeah.
So I'm like saying, don't worry about like building more there, but don't take all of our supplies there.
No, we have no supplies
I'm not
there.
taking
Yeah,
the
but-
supplies, I'm making them.
I agree that you
gotcha.
should put 1 cube there, but I wouldn't go here and end your turn just in case Sao Paulo gets drawn.
Why? It's not like I can get exposed.
You do at the start of your turn.
Well,
No,
not,
it
not in the
doesn't.
prologue.
It doesn't
Oh,
do
gotcha,
anything to
gotcha.
you in the prologue.
It's a rule that, I mean, there's literally no
Nevertheless, I would practice.
penalties for it.
I
Oh,
would
yeah,
practice how it's going to be.
Oh, Jesus with the lepers over here. I'll drop one in. I'll drop one in Jackson Hole. 1, 2.
Then honestly, you could just do another produce supplies action. No, I mean, whenever you.
That's 1 and 2. Produce
Okay.
and then drop, and then produce. 1.
No, that's silly.
Yeah.
As your first action,
to
produce.
one on you.
Now do
As
farmer.
your second
Oh,
action, produce and drop.
Yeah, now do your farmer action.
Produce.
And now you get 2 actions left.
So many actions.
Then I go Sub Hollow.
Yeah,
okay.
do it. I believe
Yeah.
in you.
Go ahead.
You're
I don't do it.
You
And I'll
could go to
here, and then I'll
Lagos.
produce again.
In case something.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, that works too.
Yeah.
Istanbul. Tripoli.
The Marines.
If I
You
check
can't
that
do-
box.
You can't
We can't do that.
Oh, you can't do it in the
Yeah.
prologue? Gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha. That makes more sense. Okay. Then yeah, I will go 1. I will produce.
There you go.
Thank you. And pick up as a free action, I guess. So that was 2, 3 to move, and then drop.
Yeah, you
4,
can drop all those if you want.
4 to deliver.
Boom. Yeah.
Yeah, that is my turn.
Cool.
All right.
So I need 2 cards. Oh, did we
Did we do yours?
do plague cards for?
We did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tripoli
He
and
drew
Istanbul.
and yes. Okay. There you go.
Thank you.
No
It is
greens.
another produce supplies. Thank
Okay,
goodness, and a Cario.
A what?
Acario?
Cario.
Cairo.
Cairo.
Karaoke?
Right, and then infections.
Kabuki?
Boom. Cairo.
Ah.
You're living happy.
And Washington.
All right.
Alright.
Let's get close.
Alright, so as my first action, I'm going to discard these
Yep.
5 yellow cards to create a supply center.
Awesome.
So how do supply centers work?
So a supply center acts like a haven.
If Jacksonville is picked up with a supply center on it, you said it acts like a haven, but I guess not with the benefits of never being infected.
Right, that's correct.
Okay.
So-
Then yeah, it makes sense to
Yeah,
just
leave-
grab 2.
Leave 3 there. So grab 2, move over there,
Place.
and drop them as my 4th action.
Drop
Okay.
them like they're hot. Drop them like they're warm.
That's that. My turn is done. I'll take 2 cards. London and Sao Paulo.
All right.
And then 2 infection cards.
You both have 2 blue cards.
Sao Paulo.
Christopher, you've got 2 black cards.
Sao Paulo.
And New York.
New York.
I think we did the produce supplies a little wrong.
Who's in Washington?
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
Because it says fill your current location to its population.
No, that's only with that card.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
That one is worded differently?
Yeah, the supply action literally is just take 1 supply from the stockpile and put it onto your character card.
Oh, I just meant when
Oh
you
no,
used
mine
discard.
is. He's right. Mine said that. Although it could have been
You
done the
could've-
same
yeah,
if I
the-
pulled up all 3. Then
That's what I was going to say. It's a matter, again, it's a
Oh,
matter
this is
of.
worded differently?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
matter of
Ah,
ordering.
okay.
So I would have had to have picked up all 3 that were there, then
And
do
then
the
dropped
produce.
it, but yeah.
And then
you mean
gone
the
over.
2 that were there
I
and then
see.
dropped
That
yeah.
is important to keep in the
That
video.
is important, yeah.
Okay, so it's all a matter of ordering. You
We
can
did that
do
wrong,
but
and-
yeah.
So,
we
so if we go
corrected
backwards
ourselves.
in my turn, what it would have been is
You would have done that first.
create the
you created the
No,
supply.
you would have picked up stuff
So
first.
there
We
were
would have
there
picked
were
up 2
so
already.
hold up. So
Ah,
at the time there were 3 there.
No,
there were 3 there
no,
and
there
1 in
weren't.
Washington.
There were
there were
2 there.
2 there.
because
Alright.
I put 3 on there.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
There were
And
2
then-
there, so you
So I
placed
created the supply center,
Yes.
and then
pick
I
up
would have
the
picked
2.
up the 2,
Yeah, pick up 2.
and then I would have played the produce
Which would have
card,
played
which
all
would have
3.
put 3 there. Then I would have gone to Washington and dropped off.
So it still works.
It still
Yes, it
works.
still works,
It's
but
just
it's just
the
the-
order of things
order.
would have been
Yeah.
different.
Yeah, which is important, yeah.
Yeah.
It's all about optimization.
Yep.
All right.
You need to.
I'm trying to think of how I can help
Look up
you guys get
Istanbul.
cards.
Hey,
So I can
think
go
you need to worry
to-
about Istanbul at the moment. It's empty.
Istanbul. Okay, so well then, in that case, I'll go to the Haven, use the, fill it to my popular population.
2.
Yep. So I pick them up for free.
Move on your 3rd.
That was my 3rd action. Drop them 4th. right?
There you go.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Okay, that was me.
Alright. Take your
So,
thoughts.
I got Istanbul and an epidemic.
Oh, but thankfully you can.
Oh, hold on, 2 things. He's also got one quiet night. It says, in the infect city step, do not flip over any infection cards.
Yeah, so I could use it because it's going up to 3 now.
Alright, so where's...
So
this can be
one
played
increase.
between step 2 and 3.
Okay, so hold on.
So
So
you
first
do
I've got
first-
to move the infection rate up,
Which you did.
draw from the bottom.
Okay.
That place loses all of its cubes.
Sao Paulo.
Alright, and this is after step 2 and
And all
before
this
step
gets
3. I'll play this rationed event.
So
Okay.
we remove 1 or 2 copies of a specific city from the infection.
That's the thing. There's only going to be
discard pile.
one city that you can remove it. Otherwise, we could just make this. We could just make it not happen.
Yeah, are there any doubles in the discard pile?
Let's look at
Any
it. The
cities
thing
that
is-
have...
That won't make it step 3 not happen.
Yeah.
This will. These
This
still have to get
this
shuffled in.
Still happens.
Yes, they get shuffled in. So you still do that. You still shuffle.
Right. So,
Goes in.
but because of this, we get to pick one city that we're going to take 1 to 2
Out of it.
copies out of here.
Before step 3 happens. So we could take Sao Paulo out of there, and maybe if there's a second Sao Paulo, we can take that out of there
There's
as
2
well.
Sao Paulos.
Well, what do we not want to have happen right now? Is
We
it
don't
just
want
Sao
that to
Paulo
be-
the only one that's going to
Yeah.
mess
Yes.
us up?
Yeah,
Yes.
I agree with doing that. I'm fine
Yeah,
with doing that because
yeah.
I can use this on another turn or someone else's turn to.
No,
out.
and
There-
and
Yeah,
a
it goes
card.
to the card game.
Those get removed from the game,
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
so we don't have to worry
So
about Sao
these get
Paulo
shuffled and
Yep.
put right back on
during
top.
this epidemic.
They do. And now we have to
Yeah, that's still there.
draw 3.
So thankfully I grabbed that card a few turns ago, so...
Alright, there we go. So, then
Now
you
we
can
have
decide
to-
whether or not you want to.
Since we
this is
removed
done.
Sao Paulo, I'm not too worried.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about
Yeah,
it.
so let's save this for another round where we're in much more
Freak out.
danger. So Cairo,
Cairo loses 1,
Tripoli,
loses 1,
and New York.
loses 1.
Okay. So New York has 1. And
Okay.
so does Tripoli.
Okay. All right, Christopher.
I need some blue cards.
I got 2 that I can give you.
I've got 2 as well.
But don't we have to be in the city? We have to be in London for you to do this.
That's true.
Yeah. What else do you have? You have black cards too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could probably get something somewhere over to Cairo if Josh would.
Remember that if one of you gets over there, I can move the other one.
Oh yeah, that's true. 'Cause
Yeah.
you can move from one player to any other player.
Yeah, I can move one player to any other player.
That's just going to add another turn though. That it's going to take us to get that card.
Yeah, but unfortunately that might have to be because Josh is in. What are you?
Sao
Josh?
Paulo.
You're in Sao Paulo. So you guys don't have any yellow cards right now.
Yeah.
So Christopher, where do you want to end up so that on someone else's turn?
Honestly, I'd like to go to London because he's got 2 London cards,
Okay.
and I'm just hanging on to them then.
Okay.
Yeah. Jacksonville. Oh yeah, if we go to London, I can build one.
Yeah,
Nice.
Alright, ready?
Hold on. We can. It says here that do not flip over any infection cards.
Do
we
you
have
guys
to. We have to
want-
say we want to do that first.
Yeah.
Well, because Sao Paulo could get hit. If
It could
so
get
Sao
hit.
Paulo gets 1,
No.
that's it.
Well,
Because
there's still
right,
there
one
are so
more.
Yeah.
many in the discards
There are so many in this
that
card
we're,
that Sao Paulo
we're
won't show
fairly
up.
safe with
That's
Sao
right.
Paulo.
It's
Yeah,
just
we're
gonna,
probably
we're gonna
okay.
flip 3 over.
It's
it could
unlikely-
also be multiple Tripolis or multiple New Yorks.
It could be.
I think we're good.
All right, let's.
You know what? Let's risk it. This is still the prologue, so
Yeah.
let's go. for
risk.
it.
That's the name of the
Istanbul.
game. No, it's not.
Yeah.
Washington.
No risk, no reward.
Lagos.
Nice.
That was pretty
Yeah.
good.
We were good. We're still good.
Alright. Jash. The world is your oyster, pretty much.
Yeah.
The world is your oyster. Does that make Jash the bit of sand that has to get mulled over and over and over again
God,
before he becomes a pearl?
Right?
Yes.
I think you're still gritty.
he'll be the lopsided pearl.
You're
I could-
mean.
Oh, I'm the mean one here.
That serves no purpose but to.
Aren't
Look at your
black pearls
mustache.
just done in
You're
like
clearly the mean
locations
one.
that have like a lot of sulfur?
The super villain of whatever society.
Sinestro.
Sinestro Mimosa.
Well, if I could supply Sao Paulo.
But you choose not to.
Yeah.
Suffer!
We're still
You
good
want
as
to borrow
far as
my
play
mustache?
cubes.
Because you gotta produce. You could move to Atlantica, produce, pick up, move back, drop, and that would be your turn.
Do it. What's the worst that can happen?
Pick up
Then we know that Sao Paulo's good
Yeah,
for
Sao
a
Paulo
while.
would be good for several turns after that.
2,
A lot of turns, actually.
3, 4. That would be.
Because there's only one Sao Paulo card left, right?
So then
There is only one Sao Paulo card.
do I want to do that for Lagos then? Because it's the closest that I can do that with. Do we
I would
want to
say
risk that?
I would say do it with Sao Paulo because we've already had a Lagos. And
Or at least drop off 1 or 2 cubes. Like, you don't even have to put all 3 of them there. You could save a cube for something else.
Yeah.
That's true.
Put some in Sao Paulo. I recommend
Okay.
Sao Paulo.
All right, I will do that. One action to move. Second action to produce supplies up to the limit,
Okay.
which is 3. 3 action to pick up. Third action to go to Sao Paulo, and fourth action to drop 2.
Sounds good.
Boom.
All right.
All right,
So-
2 cards.
Here are your 2.
Thank you. Aha! London and Istanbul.
Nice.
Istanbul, Constantinople.
Again, I made the joke.
And then we drawing.
Yep.
All right. Jacksonville. New York.
Oh boy.
Front row. Here we go. Cairo.
Cairo, we're still good. All right.
But barely. And once on my turn as an action, move upon any other pawn. I will move myself over to be in London.
Wait, is this once on your turn?
Mm-hmm.
Moving your pink,
Yep.
right?
I move my pawn over
to
to
London.
there. There we go. And then I will take 2 actions to
Oh, 'cause I'm in
share
London.
ideas.
Yeah.
I'm in
One.
London. I was thinking for some reason that.
You keep thinking
2.
you're the other pawn
No,
again?
no. Yeah, I keep thinking I'm the white guy, but
Nah.
what I'm getting messed up is I thought that Ian could just say like, move and move.
No,
and
we're
move
there.
and move. It's once per turn.
Yeah.
So then you still have another action left.
And then I still have another action left.
Oh, didn't you move both me and Topher that one time?
Mm-mm.
Oh, Topher was in Jacksonville? Okay,
Yeah.
that makes more sense.
Alright. So,
You need to make some extra supplies.
yeah, I'll just produce.
That's a good American.
Alright. Alright. So I got my cards, I got a Cairo, and I produce supplies, and now 3. Are we ready?
Wait, when you make
Wait.
a haven, can you use a bunch of blue cards to make a haven on a yellow city?
No.
Okay.
Has to match.
Yeah, no, it has to match the color.
Okay.
Do you guys want to use Quiet Night?
Ooh.
Because
We
we
have
are
a bunch of places
we're
at
close.
1 and New York at 0.
I would say go for it. Use Quiet Night now,
Yeah.
use it now.
just because we're gonna get the benefit of Quiet Night regardless of when we use it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
may
it's
well
it's
be now.
it's a good bet to use it now.
Yeah. Alright,
Okay.
boom. So now it is
Did you already draw your 2 cards?
Josh's turn.
Oh, sorry.
Did you draw your
You
2
draw your
cards?
2 cards?
Yep, I drew
Okay.
my 2 cards.
All right.
I found that Pandemic is always easier with more players, even though you.
I'm actually
Have
finding
more
this
chance.
one. I played this once with 2 players,
Uh-huh.
and it was easy.
Oh, good.
But right now, I'm finding it very this is
Yeah,
way
this
more
is
difficult.
pretty challenging.
Yeah.
Really? Because I think the at least Risk Legacy of the first season,
Right,
when you
but
play with 4 people, you're like, oh my god, this is so much better than with 2.
Right, because you could spread out.
I do feel
More.
like this is probably a more fun legacy game than Risk Legacy, though,
Yeah.
because of the cooperative nature.
yeah.
Whereas Risk Legacy almost needs to be like a D&D game. You need to keep the same characters.
You wanted to keep the same players over
I
and
see what
over
you're
again.
Do not bring in new people into a Risk Legacy because
Because then it's almost like starting the game over with new people.
it's that was my introduction into legacy games, and it really soured me on it because I'm like, oh, this is miserable jumping into somebody else's legacy game.
Yeah, because they have a clear advantage over you.
Yeah.
But
Whereas this, it feels like you could probably jump in because it's cooperative and it'd be okay.
yeah.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
talking about Risk Legacy.
Yeah,
I'm
there's-
talking
yeah,
about Risk
there's-
Legacy.
Totally different. Gotcha.
All
Okay.
right.
I'm just trying to figure out what I can do. Because I need to either try and get somebody else. You don't need any blue cards.
Is it your turn or my turn?
Ian just went, right?
Yeah. It's
Oh,
Josh's
it's
turn.
your turn. Sorry, I was thinking.
You got
Man,
you got
I
your
jumped
Josh's
way
mixed up.
ahead of myself.
It's okay, man. Joshes sometimes get confused when there's other Joshes around.
That's true.
Because it is Josh's turn.
It is.
That's why it's Josh and Jan.
Yeah, that's.
All right.
The inflection, I missed that.
I feel like there's literally nothing else constructive I can do except for just try to go somewhere and put cubes down. So
That's the name of the game.
New York is really here.
It's called Cube Putter.
cube putter. I can use the Washington card.
Okay.
1, 2, produce and drop.
So that at least it's got one.
Yeah, it's at least got one.
And then that's your turn.
Cool beans.
That was my turn.
Draw your 2.
Oh yeah.
Don't draw them.
We're getting close to the bottom of the deck too, so when this runs out, we lose the game. Got a supply
Right.
and a yeller.
London. Lagos.
Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody cares about Jacksonville.
Yeah, well, whatever. Jackson Hole.
Alright.
Jackson Hole, that's a real place.
So,
It's in Mississippi.
Topher, you can build a supply station.
Hooray!
London's actually producing.
Dude, they built it sideways. What's
Yeah.
wrong with them?
Oh, the problem is they're only producing tea.
God. It apparently
Cheerio,
helps
old
prevent
boy.
infections.
Well, it's coming to an end. Perfect time for a spot. Hey, what?
Right.
And then you guys just throw it in the ocean.
Exactly.
This is for
That was your
taxes.
first action.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I've got 3 cubes. I don't need to produce any more right now.
All right.
Oh yeah, you could go somewhere and drop off.
Yeah.
What do you got
Lagos.
card-wise?
If you wanted
I
to
can
go
go
to.
to. I've just got 2 black
Yeah.
cards. I got AAA and Istanbul. I can go to 1, 2, 3. I can go to Lagos.
Well, you've got 2 black cards.
Yeah.
Why don't, as one of your actions, you take my 3rd black or this black?
He's
card?
Don't we have to be
We're
in
not in
there?
Cairo. Never mind.
Yeah.
Buh.
That's why.
That's how
That's the
information
point.
sharing works. Ian.
Yeah.
You have to be in that city.
I know, and I've done it like I've been the one that's been sharing information probably the most. And
Right.
I'm the one that's junking it up.
This is how the world works.
Yeah. You have to be in the location to give the location.
I've literally
I can
learned
only talk
nothing
about
else
Charlotte
about places
in
outside
Charlotte.
of North Carolina.
Just need
Right.
to-
As soon as you move, you can't talk about it anymore.
That's right.
It's like Fight Club.
All right. So who needs cubes?
Even
Go
if you
to
did
New
go to.
York. I could go to New York and produce another one as well,
Yeah.
or I could drop everything off in Lagos.
You can't.
Yes, I
You
can.
used one action to make the supply.
I have not made anything.
No. He built
the supply
he
center.
built the supply center,
That took an action.
1, 2.
and then that'd be at the end of your turn.
I can't.
Yeah, you can't help Lagos.
You still could produce and drop one in New York.
That is how many? I mean, we can. This is not against the rules.
Yeah, because it's
so
the discards. We've all
There's
seen
1, 2. So there's one more
New York is
card
fine.
left.
What else? Keep going.
I mean, yeah.
How
You
many
can
Figure
Lagos,
this out.
right?
How many? What about AAA?
it. Now we're counting cards.
counting cards. Perfectly legal in pandemic.
There's 1 AAA, so there are still 2 AAAs left,
Yeah.
and
How good did you shuffle?
1 Cairo.
I only shuffled the top part, remember?
There's only
Oh, yeah,
1
that's
Cairo
right.
left. There's 2 AAAs and 1 Cairo left. 2 Istanbuls left. So I should probably go to Tripoli.
You still wouldn't be able to because that's 3 movement.
Do you have a card you
1,
can
2,
discard to make
3.
it there?
Yeah, Tripoli.
Oh yeah,
You can
well,
just
then
go
that-
straight to Tripoli.
That works. That way you can go there, produce and drop. That way Tripoli would have 3.
Go there.
Produce and then produce with farmer.
And then
Keep it all for
put
myself.
2 down. Oh my god, that'd be
It's mine.
Just
Yeah,
I don't
just
know.
put 2 down.
I don't even know what I'm producing. Could be corn, could be maxi pads. I'm eating it though, regardless.
All right, that's your turn. Draw
Uh-huh.
your cards. Triple E.
Hey!
Good call.
Yeah.
Lagos.
Oh, Lagos gets a
gone.
leg.
Ah.
This moves down.
Does it
And-
explode out or do anything like that?
London.
Same. I want to say it's the same thing.
I could
I feel like it's been several hours.
make a supply. So I'd have 2.
Mm-hmm.
Go to Lagos. Drop both of them. Go to Atlantica. So I don't end my turn on the infected square, and thus I don't start my turn.
How many
on the
Londons
infected.
are left?
There's 2 that have been played.
Or we cut our losses and Lagos is dead to us.
I think that's probably the best way to go.
Really?
It's gonna keep, no, that would be that's bad practice
No,
for the game.
it's a good idea. Once it's been infected, just let everyone there die. Save who you can.
This is not a good thing.
Yeah, no, it's the best thing.
Cities can fall in this
No.
game.
Yeah, well, exactly. But
No,
it's
we-
one less city to worry
We've
about. Don't worry
just
about it.
quarantined them.
Exactly.
Fall or purge?
Yes.
You're really following through with that Republican healthcare bill.
If it's good enough for no, I'm not. I am not going political on our thing.
Yeah.
I just did.
Ooh.
If it's good enough for the Republicans, it's good enough for me. If it
I'm-
works,
Again, I'm
it
of
should
2
work in
minds
the
for
game
this.
too, right?
Here's the thing. If
God,
anyone's,
now I just want to play games as a Republican.
then we need to get. I need to get an affordable version of the game. But there's the board game called Public Assistance.
So what I really should do is take all the supplies from Sao Paulo.
Oh, God.
Just let the southern hemisphere burn.
I don't know if.
How's your weather now?
Whose turn is it?
My
It's
turn.
your turn. Okay. I'm gonna have to look into it further to see if Havens do have a population number, so I don't know if they can get.
Well,
Like
even the
that's-
cities
yeah.
like Lagos, wouldn't the population go down?
It's probably an in-game thing.
Yeah, but it's not in those instructions there.
Well, I haven't read the in-game. All right. If the population only ever goes down by 1, even if there are more plague cubes on the city, but it's at the end of the game.
So what he's saying is, we can abandon Lagos to its fate.
But the next game, it loses a population.
If
Yeah,
we
it-
were playing,
If we were playing for reals, it would already permanently lose 1 on its population.
Yeah.
Even if we put 2 more on, it still only goes down to 2.
Okay.
yeah, so that's fine.
So we don't have to go there and care about the people.
It would be a falling city. No, it'd be a struggling city. Then it could be
Sure, right.
falling, and then 0 could be forsaken.
So you can destroy cities.
You can
and
destroy a
not
city.
have
In
it-
fact, in the
Well, actually,
pretty
doesn't,
neat,
doesn't it
actually.
make it easier then? We just have less cities we have to run to.
You're right.
So and so's burning again. Oh, okay.
Well,
oh
yeah.
my god. All right. Anyway, Josh, go ahead and.
Entire cities on fire again.
So Lagos,
Man. Yeah.
it can't get
cut our
worse
losses.
at the end game, but
Nobody
if
cares.
we allow 3 to go here, then it's going to spread.
Only to Sao Paulo.
Yeah, will it
Who
spread
cares?
to a
I'll look it up, but
It
I mean,
says
go ahead and
neighboring.
take your turn. It's still just a
Yeah, don't help Lagos.
prologue, but
I'm
do whatever you're gonna do. Do it. Do it.
yeah, just do whatever
I'm
you're
gonna
doing.
be a dick.
Do it. Good.
I'm gonna take
No,
all
don't
this.
take from Sao Paulo.
He's taking 1.
Let Sao Paulo live.
Why? It's going to spread
No,
anyway.
Sao Paulo has 2 cards out of the game. It's gonna.
Yeah, they don't worry about it.
And if it spreads, it's just gonna take a cube away if it already has a
So
supply
just
cube.
leave 1 cube then.
Yeah, okay.
He's just redistributing their supplies.
Right. And moving north
Yeah,
It's important.
that's fine.
permanently.
Population.
Don't worry, it will trickle down from Jacksonville.
Wait,
We just made 2 different political jokes.
hold on.
I pointed out the ridiculousness of one, and you pointed out the ridiculousness of another.
Wait.
Friends.
Go to Jacksonville. They've already got a supply center. Give the Walmart, the Costco there. Don't worry, the supplies will.
They'll distribute.
They'll distribute. They won't just hoard them there.
Oh my god. Okay, so my free action was to pick up 1. 1, 2.
Produce and drop.
Yeah. Produce
Yeah.
and Here you go, Jacksonville.
And any
1% of
America.
1% of the world's locations own 80% of the supply.
at the end of the game, also the population would go up if there's a supply center on that city.
Oh,
Okay.
that'd be cool.
So you can build back town.
London and Jacksonville are doing great. Who
Yeah.
cares about Lagos? Like I said, did you know that Lagos was a place before today? No? Who cares?
Is
It's a shame we couldn't.
you know how I learned that Ottawa was the capital of Canada? I played South Park: The Stick of Truth.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Is
it
Oh
a-
no.
Uh-oh.
We need to increase.
Starting with an epidemic.
Oh man.
Increase. Thankfully, it's still at 3.
Ration
And
event.
What is that?
I'll use it later.
Take 2 supplies used and put them onto any location.
Washington loses all of their stuff.
We just need to make one more supply center in the
And then
game.
this is a problem because this all gets shuffled.
Yeah.
And London has nothing and Washington has
Ooh.
nothing.
Oh, hold on though.
What is that?
It says here, ration event.
Oh,
Team Bravo,
I can do it
take,
at any time.
take up to 2 supply cubes from the stockpile and put them onto any locations at any time.
We should totally
so
do
go ahead
that.
and play them.
We
Yeah.
should do
And
that.
we'll fi-
So I
hold
will
on,
play
stop.
that.
No, from the stockpile. Stockpile.
Oh, from the stockpile. Gotcha.
Yes. So chill out. We'll get there. We don't even know if we need to use those. Just set them down.
Okay.
Put them on. Oh, at any
At
time.
any
Oh,
time.
at any time.
Yes.
Yeah,
No, no,
because
no,
it was
we
drunk.
know.
Because you're not interrupting.
It's
It
not an
says any
interruption.
There is no language that says
Okay.
that. The interruption
know.
is any time.
People out there in YouTube land, if you guys want to argue, comment below. Be sure and
Can
do
you
that.
can you reveal it? Know that it's going to get a play cube, and then use the card that says "play at any time."
Is,
and
I
put
don't
them
think
there.
so because it doesn't.
is
specifically say-
revealing the card and placing the cube 2 separate steps?
Right.
We'll flip it.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Let's do it my way first.
Ripple. All right. This is the prologue. We can make mistakes.
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville.
Who cares?
Jacksonville.
Lagos.
Gets
And
the
It's
cube.
another.
Oh my God.
We don't care.
Cairo.
We're fine. We don't even
We're
need to
good.
use it.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Oh, man.
Bird Lagos. Oh, it's my turn. Oh, dude, I'm gonna.
How much of this are you going
Produce-
to edit out?
A lot. So much. Or you just leave
Where are
it in.
you?
YouTube unedited.
Where am I? I'm in New York.
You're in New York.
Demonetize the
Um,
hell out of
You were in
this.
a terrible location for me to do anything.
Well, I was gonna say if yeah, look at who's got
You've
what cards.
Blues. I can't.
I've got blues.
You've got blacks, but you're
I've got
I'm happy to
blacks.
give him a blue though if you want to
you're
put me
in
over.
Tripoli. Yeah, I don't have a.
Who's white?
But he has to
Josh
be.
is
He would
white?
have to be in New York.
No, I'm black.
Yeah, he's not in New York. I am, which giving me a New York card is useless.
Yeah, well, that's why I was trying to get him over.
Who needs
Well,
to be at
you,
who?
You could move him to New York, and then on my turn, I can
2.
get to New York to give him this card.
Yeah.
That's true.
But that's
Okay.
just, again, we're focusing all of our efforts to get one person there, which means I'm not putting cubes anywhere else. Even though I
Well,
have
that's just it. We've got to focus all of our efforts because we're getting close to the end game.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Well, then we can do that.
I will produce supplies.
Okay. Up to the population, so that's 3.
Yep. Everyone fill your current location, and I'm just gonna leave them there. So that was 1 action, and then 2, 3 to get to New York. 1, 2, 3, and then who do I need to move to New York?
You
Go
didn't
for it.
have to go to New York.
You don't have to go to New
Oh,
York.
'Cause
right,
he's
I
there.
don't have to go to New York. Right,
Yeah.
right.
So go up there.
You could just move Jash to
why
New
move
York.
Jash
Wait,
to
why
New
would you
York?
move him?
Why not move you to New York? You're farther away.
Because okay, here's why.
I
His
have to
turn
give-
goes first.
I have to give this to him.
Oh, right.
That
Right.
way, so he can just start his turn with
Yeah,
the
but what I'm
card.
saying is, if your turn is you are already in New York, he can move to New York on
Yeah.
his turn and
On
take
his
the
turn.
card from you.
Yeah.
Sure.
So yeah,
is
no,
true,
I'm
that's
gonna
true.
move.
You're moving Jash.
No, I'm moving Topher.
But Topher's turn goes first. What if he doesn't want to stay in New York?
Oh, right.
That was, yeah.
Got you. Tough noogies?
Well, in that case,
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
if I don't send him to New York, he's gonna spend 1, 2, 3. He's gonna spend most of his turn.
It will
just
get you
him to
closer.
New York.
Yeah. Well,
Whereas if I go,
Just send me to New York, and I'll go to Washington, drop off some cubes, and then I'll go back to New York.
It just makes the most sense to save you that trip.
Okay.
That's right.
So that was my second action.
What was your first action?
Making all
the
those
cubes.
supplies in London.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Making brownies.
I almost feel like I should just go to Greece 7 to potentially meet up with you and give you, like, a black card, should we get the ability to.
Okay.
Meet up with who? Josh?
Any of you.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
So put me in Greece 7.
We've all got black cards at this point.
Yep. And that's my turn. So. Washington. Maybe I should just go to Washington. And Cairo.
Oh my god, this is really dangerously close because we've got
Flip the cards.
1, 2,
Flip the cards.
3, 4.
We'll make it.
So, no, that means...
Josh is going to be the last one to go.
Yeah, Josh's turn is the last turn.
Yeah.
So
But anyway, we still have to flip those.
you have to
hopefully
get some
you
blue
get-
cards.
Yeah.
You have to get a. If you don't get a New York, we lose.
Washington is infected.
Oh gosh, move it down.
Move the counter. Istanbul loses 1.
Okay.
New York loses 1.
Oh my god.
There you go. Right?
I was gonna say we could have
Josh.
before we did that. We could have done the ration event
Oh shoot! Yeah.
for Washington.
Well, do we want to? Let's not retroactive it. Let's just do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then
There
we'll
we go.
retroactive it.
Alright.
Nope. Sorry. Overrolled.
Okay,
Alright.
but now it loses 1.
Yeah, so it still loses 1 because it was drawn. Alright, boom. Alright.
Okay.
So, it's your turn, Josh.
Mac Thunder.
How can I? There's nothing. I can do. Because it's not coming back around to my turn again.
Yep.
So I need to.
Burn all bridges.
I need
Just
to
leave the.
You need to stay in New York.
I basically have
You
to
need to-
hope that
You draw a New York card.
I draw a New York card and then Josh can get both of them.
Yeah. So
How
basically,
many? There's 1, 2, because there's 4 cards of each city in this deck.
oh.
Yeah. So if there's no more New York cards, then
Hold on.
there's
This
1.
is 1.
So that's 3.
Oh.
Yeah, that's some apple pie.
4. Okay, that's the 4th one. There's no point in me staying in New York.
Okay, so then what
You
it
could
means-
get a Washington one.
There is.
Yeah.
It's possible that I could get a Washington or a London. So
Go to
1, 2.
Washington.
No, there's 3 Londons. 2 Washingtons have been played.
God.
I've got the
got-
4th London.
And I've got one of the Washingtons.
I've got.
Oh, he's got. Oh my God! All the blue ones are.
So then there's no way.
There's no
Hold
way.
on. Hold on.
Not before the.
You
end.
have. You
No,
have
this-
2 Istanbul cards. Screw. We should have gone for black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we lost.
Yeah. We've
no,
already.
no. Let's just play this through to the
we
end.
lost.
Yeah,
I mean,
but let's,
we'll still
let's,
play
let's,
it
let's
to the
play it through
end.
the end to see what if there's any way because we've got all 3 Istanbul cards. I didn't
Sure,
even think
that's
about that.
that's great. But we lost.
We did, yeah.
Oh.
That's just something we didn't notice.
1, 2.
That's why it's the epilogue.
One.
You coward, get back here.
Well, hold on.
Get back here and
Well,
die
hold
like a
on,
man.
Oh, yeah, no, never mind.
Yeah.
2.
Well, I mean,
3 because I'm
Such
taking them up
is
for
life.
3. No, that was 2, 3, 4. Here, I'm in Istanbul. If the fates should align,
How?
They won't.
How? How could we?
So, 1, 2.
AAA epidemic.
Epidemic.
That's the last one. Oh my God, it goes up to 4.
And so,
All right, so
I blame Josh.
that's fine. New York
York
loses
loses
everything.
everything.
Oh, it doesn't have anything.
no, it doesn't get an infection.
It
It
doesn't
just
get it.
loses everything.
So now all this gets mixed up.
But New York is going to get drawn because it's got 2
Oh,
out
yeah.
of the.
And we've got to
7
draw
cards.
4 cards.
So New York is about to go.
Oh my God.
Sounds good.
Alright, here we go. Oh, sorry. On the top. New York.
New York!
Gets a
Look at that.
plague.
And Jacksonville.
Jacksonville. It's fine.
I'm
And New
sick.
York gets
New
another
York.
plague.
And you start your turn on New York.
What was that?
That's
Yeah.
5.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
that's 4. Sorry.
Alright.
Yeah.
My turn. Scars.
All right.
Is there any point?
It's It's just practice.
It's actually kind of like real New York.
Lots of supplies, lots of disease.
Lots of disease.
Yeah.
I like that.
Wow. Wait a minute.
New Yorkers, go ahead and comment if you disagree, but we know you're going to absolutely agree.
That's Ian
Oh
Sullivan.
my god.
Exactly.
What are you gonna do now,
Send
Christopher?
your hate mail to.
What you gonna do now, Christopher?
1, 2, 3, and he can trade you. He can steal one of your cards. Your one Istanbul card.
Actually, hold on.
It doesn't even
what I'm
matter.
going to do is I'll
Listen,
produce,
Just
then I'll produce, and then I'll produce,
And then you'll
You're gonna
produce
farm.
and then I'll farm.
I'm just gonna give New York all of the supplies.
Yeah.
It doesn't even matter anymore.
Wow.
That was only 3 moves.
No,
No,
I
he
produced,
produced a
I
bunch.
produced.
And then
Produced
on
and
your
dropped.
third produce, you farmed, which is a free action. There you go.
Produce again.
There you go. Thank you.
Yeah. I
1,
think.
Cairo.
Cairo gets infected.
Ooh, push the little marker down 1.
Yep.
2, Washington.
Washington's totally rocking. No problem.
3,
there.
Lagos gets a third inspection.
Oh,
Yeah.
We're at
And
6 now?
4, Istanbul loses its last one.
Yeah, move it down to 6. Wow. Hey Josh, how do you want to lose the game for us?
Take my New York.
Did Topher draw cards?
Well, I have
You're
to
not
go to
dead.
New York first.
He has to go to New
Oh, you
York.
have to go to New York.
Yeah, I go to New York. I take your New York, and then I take all the supplies.
And sit there wondering, why do I have this New York? What was the point?
Right.
I'm 1 card away from. It's too bad you're not a laborer.
Right.
Yeah.
And now I'll
Yeah.
go to New York.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
I'm good. Use my card to. No, just do it. Go to London. London's okay. Just fly to London and leave
Right.
everything else.
Anyone at London?
With
I
all
don't,
your
I don't have
supplies.
anything. Oh yeah, okay, right. I
With
pick
all
up
the-
the supplies, I go to London, and I drop the supplies. At the supplies.
You just live in London.
Yeah.
Yes, do that.
Alright, here, play London. It's the worst possible thing that I could possibly do.
There we go.
Hold on. Let me.
And then you draw
Wait.
1 card.
Wait. I just gotta check.
And
one
it was
thing.
Tripoli, and that's the
Yeah,
end of the game.
course.
I just gotta
So,
draw
we
cards.
lost.
If you are over your no.
I'm at 6.
If as you are about to draw, there are fewer than 2 cards. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, we do lose. The game ends.
Bump.
All right, we lost the epilogue.
That was pandemic.
Prologue.
Prologue.
We've been saying epilogue this entire
Well,
time.
I've
We've
been
been
saying
I think I've
prologue.
been saying a mixture of. So we lose.
What's the log?
We lost
it
the log.
was, it was one of the logs.
I blame Josh and Jash.
Yeah, it's clearly the
Those
collective
champions.
job.
You know, if it had been this, like if you had my ability,
You'd
we
been
would have been fine.
Yeah.
I don't know if we would have been fine.
No,
because
we would have
the-
won.
The planet, I mean, we would have
Yeah.
won, but what type of victory is that when the whole planet is plagued?
I mean, it's just Cairo and Laga. Oh no, it's
And New York.
too.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's pretty much we were just recreating the real conditions.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
failed these cities pretty bad this time. Jacksonville and London would have gone up. They'd have been like, "Hey guys, thanks.
Yeah, right?
We're cool. We're cool."
You got a set.
All right.
So what would be game end? What would game end look like right now? Like if
It
we-
looks exactly like this.
Well,
I mean,
I'm saying like
There
you
are
know,
stickers
if you were
you're
doing the
supposed to
legacy
add.
stuff.
oh, if we were doing the legacy stuff, so we would adjust the populations. So any place with a plague cube would go down. Any place with a supply center would go up. We would check the legacy deck to see if anything happens. Spin production units. So in this game, we get production units instead of actions. It's gonna explode!
Oh no!
It's okay, we don't need it. And each game-ending condition has a cost in units.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
So there's a possibility that we could do more than just 2 actions, or 2 game-ending conditions, which is how it was in the
Oh
original.
my god, we could have used this one. 2. Infrastructure. This card counts as 3 cards of its color for the build supply center action.
Wow.
Dang.
Nice.
We can give a character a new ability.
Yeah, so there's some really good ones.
Add an infection improvement sticker to an infection card with an empty improvement slot.
This card is in the infection discard pile. Any player may discard a player card to destroy this card at any time. There are 2 or more supply cubes in this city when
And
this
then
card
if
is
you
drawn.
won the game, you start the next game at the beginning of the next month.
Yeah.
Your
So
rationing level is dropped by 2, minimum of 0, as you save more resources for future troubles.
Yep.
And you record your new rationing level on the calendar. If you lost the game, which that's what would have happened to us.
yeah.
If this is the first time the month has been played, you must try the month again.
Oh.
If it was your second attempt at the month, move on to the next month for your next game. Your rationing level is increased by 2,
Which means we
maximum
would
of
get
10,
more cards. Yeah.
as you realize you need to dig a little deeper. And then record your new rationing level on the calendar. Clear the board of all game pieces, but not stickers, those are permanent. Though these are all reset for the start of the next game.
Yep.
The end.
How do you play December with no supplies?
We would unlock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
It'll
we would
tell you
unlock
how.
new rules and abilities.
That's neat.
It's
Yeah.
probably at that point that like we don't even care about supplies. It's just bullets now. Just shoot everyone.
Bullets. We're
So-
fighting the Hollow Men.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Am I guessing correctly that some of those stickers are probably deeper into continents?
Yes,
I-
actually,
I hope so.
if you look at these, recon with 5 unique yellow cards from a supply center here to open package 7. So what is going to happen is you recon this area, it unlocks this part of the
Gotcha.
map.
What does 5 unique yellow cards mean?
5 unique means
Like,
that.
Sao Paulo.
So right now we only have 3 yellow cities. We would have to unlock more of this map. So you can see here,
You'd have to start
you
with
have
the
to
blues.
start here.
Yeah.
You'd unlock more blues, and then
Yeah.
it would
Any
be
3
yeah.
blue. Any 4 yellow cards.
And
Okay,
then
there
over
you
here
go.
it's any 4 blue cards.
That one's
No,
fine.
it's for unique blue cards.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I figured as much that they would put down new stickers. I'm so glad I'm not going to be the person that has to do that because you.
All right.
They actually-
know what happened to some.
They actually say in the rule book to use the grid lines to line up your stickers.
Oh,
Yeah, but
nice. So
stupid
it's
happens.
not.
Yeah.
So it's not a. So it's just a big square as opposed to like trying to line up this line to that line.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You use the grid lines to
Oh.
line everything up.
The
But,
St. Andreas Fault, just in Africa.
But then this is the
Real bad.
calendar.
This is Pangea, motherfucker.
Right.
This is the calendar we use. So we get 4 rationing events right now. We would go down to 2 if we won, or go up to 6. But right now we only have 4 ration cards, I think.
Right.
But then we would write down our new cities that are on the grid.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So what I didn't understand was this is a campaign. That's
It
what the
is.
whole legacy thing is.
Yes.
Gotcha.
It's
Okay.
one big story.
And it permanently affects the
It
board.
permanently changes the game.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah. Like and subscribe. Hit on these.
Don't
buttons
forget
at
to
the end.
smash that like button.
Hit on Gopher's mom.
You leave. She's a lovely lady. You leave her out of this.